Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a serious topic, the kind that keeps urban planners up at night and makes you want to invest in canned goods, the 10 cities most likely to collapse first during a crisis. Now, before we start, let's be clear. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about understanding the vulnerabilities of these urban ecosystems. Think of it like this. If cities were Jenga towers, these are the ones where someone thought it'd be a good idea to build on a roller coaster during an earthquake. So buckle up, because we're about to explore everything from crumbling infrastructure to social inequality to the ever-looming threat of climate change. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about our number 10 spot, Honolulu, a bustling metropolis known for its stunning beaches and vibrant culture. It's easy to be charmed by Honolulu's beauty, but beneath the surface lies a city teetering on the edge. You see, Honolulu is grappling with aging infrastructure. Imagine a city where bridges are deemed unsafe and residents have to ration water. Not exactly the picture postcard image, is it? And if that wasn't enough, Honolulu is also contending with high levels of poverty. This potent cocktail of challenges makes Honolulu particularly susceptible during a crisis. In a world grappling with climate change and increasing uncertainty, a city like Honolulu reminds us that even the most vibrant places can be fragile. Next, we travel to our number 9 city, Portland, a city often associated with its lush greenery and progressive culture. But beneath the veneer of charm lies a city grappling with a harsh reality. Portland is increasingly vulnerable to rising sea levels. Imagine a place where iconic landmarks are swallowed by the ocean. It paints a rather bleak picture, doesn't it? Adding fuel to the fire is Portland's overdependence on a single industry, which is exacerbated by economic downturns. Portland stands as a stark reminder that even paradise can be lost if we fail to address the pressing challenges of our time. Our next stop takes us to our number 8 city, New Orleans, a city often lauded for its rich cultural diversity and vibrant music scene. Yet, beneath the gleaming facade of success lies a city deeply divided. New Orleans is plagued by extreme income inequality. Imagine a city where the wealthy live in fortified enclaves while the poor struggle to survive. This deep-seated division makes New Orleans incredibly vulnerable during a crisis. A natural disaster or economic downturn could easily send an already strained social fabric to the breaking point. New Orleans' story underscores a harsh truth. A city divided against itself cannot stand, especially in the face of adversity. Coming in at our number 7 spot, we arrive now at Las Vegas, a city grappling with a challenge as old as civilization itself, access to resources. Las Vegas is facing a critical shortage of water. Imagine a city where taps run dry. It's a dystopian scenario that's becoming increasingly likely in our resource-constrained world. This scarcity is further compounded by drought and population growth. As competition for dwindling resources intensifies, Las Vegas finds itself on a collision course with disaster. The situation in Las Vegas serves as a stark reminder that access to essential resources is not a given, and its absence can quickly unravel the fabric of a city. Our journey takes us next to our number 6 city, Miami, a city where the very symbols of progress, its towering skyscrapers and sprawling urban landscape, are contributing to its potential downfall. You see, Miami is sinking, quite literally. Excessive groundwater extraction and the sheer weight of its many buildings are causing this to occur. Imagine a city where buildings crack and tilt and streets flood regularly. This subsidence, coupled with its exposure to rising sea levels, makes Miami a disaster waiting to happen. Miami's predicament teaches us a valuable lesson. Unchecked urban development can have unintended and often catastrophic consequences. As we leave the USA and explore other vulnerable cities in other countries, coming in at number 5 is Kwekwe in Zimbabwe. In Kwekwe, a city where geography, often a source of beauty and pride, has become a double-edged sword. Kwekwe's enviable location, nestled in a valley, makes it particularly susceptible to landslides. Imagine a city where homes are buried under tons of mud and debris. Adding to its woes, Kwekwe also grapples with inadequate infrastructure and limited evacuation routes. These factors, when combined with its geographic disadvantage, make Kwekwe highly vulnerable during a crisis. Kwekwe stands as a stark reminder that even the most idyllic locations can become death traps when disaster strikes. Getting to number 4, we travel to the country of Turkey. The city that makes the list is Istanbul, a city battling an invisible enemy disease. Istanbul has become a breeding ground for infectious diseases. Imagine a city where hospitals are overwhelmed with patients and the fear of contagion grips the population. This vulnerability is exacerbated by inadequate sanitation systems and overcrowding. In a world grappling with the ever-present threat of pandemics, Istanbul serves as a stark reminder of how quickly a health crisis can cripple a city. Istanbul's story highlights the importance of robust healthcare systems and the need to address the underlying factors that make cities vulnerable to outbreaks. The city coming in at number 3 is Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Dar es Salaam is a city where the very air you breathe has become a threat. Dar es Salaam is choking on its own pollution, its skyline often obscured by a thick blanket of smog. Imagine a city where children develop respiratory problems and the elderly are advised to stay indoors. It's a grim reality for the residents of Dar es Salaam. This severe air pollution, coupled with extreme heat and water scarcity, makes Dar es Salaam particularly susceptible to collapse. Dar es Salaam's plight is a stark reminder that environmental degradation is not just an abstract concept. It has real and devastating consequences for human health and the viability of our cities. Making the list at number 2 is Bengaluru in India, a house of cards. You see, Bengaluru is a city built on a foundation of unsustainable practices. Bengaluru is heavily reliant on a single industry information technology and is often called the Silicon Valley of India. Imagine a city where mass unemployment cripples the local economy when that industry falters. This overdependence, combined with high levels of debt and political instability, makes Bengaluru extremely fragile. It seems like a house of cards waiting for a gust of wind to knock it down. Bengaluru's story underscores the need for diversification and resilience in the face of global economic and environmental uncertainty. Okay, that was our look at the first 9 cities. And before we get to number 1, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single survival video. Let's look at the number 1 city on the verge of collapse, and it is Jakarta. It's also the capital of Indonesia. Our final stop, Jakarta, is a city where the most dangerous threat isn't a natural disaster or a pandemic, but something far more insidious: the erosion of hope. Jakarta is grappling with high crime rates, failing schools, and a lack of opportunity. Imagine a city where families live in fear and young people see no future for themselves. This sense of hopelessness, combined with government corruption and social inequality, creates a breeding ground for despair and ultimately collapse. Jakarta's story is a stark reminder that the strength of a city lies not just in its infrastructure and economy, but also in the spirit and resilience of its people. Will our cities survive? So, there you have it. 10 cities from around the world teetering on the brink, each a sobering reminder of the challenges we face in the 21st century. But this isn't meant to be a doom and gloom forecast. It's a call to action. And these cities, for all their vulnerabilities, are also home to millions of people. People who deserve a safe and sustainable future. By understanding the challenges, by learning from their mistakes, and by demanding better from our leaders, we can build more resilient cities, cities that can weather the storms to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more survival videos. Stay safe.